Hello Math1 students. Today we are going to do section 4.3. It's all about solving inequalities. So for Redy part we have some expressions given here and we have to follow that. We haven't learned about how to do the inequality operation, so we are going to explore it. We are going to follow the directions given here. So solving the inequality, we have been given this inequality, -9 is less than 2, and we have to fill in the tables here. So very first example, they say add 3 to both sides. So what you have to do in this same inequality, you're adding 3 to the both sides and then seeing what is the final product. So final product, -9 plus 3 is -6, less than, you just keep the same inequality symbol, 2 plus 3 is 5, so that's 5. -6 is 5, and you have to now compare and see, is that true? Yes, -6 is less than 5, that's true. So let's do next question here. Then they say subtract 7. We have to subtract, so -7 minus 7 less than 2 minus 7. So here we are subtracting. You can pay attention that the same inequality we are using that we had here, we are using it again, and we will be using it many times to check how it is. So that's -9 minus 7 is less than 2 minus 7. So we are just exploring part here, and when you do it, you get negative minus -7 is -16 is less than 2 minus 7 is -5. And as -16 is less than -5, that's true. I'm just writing true for T and F for false. Let's move to other one. Then they say, okay, let's check what if you need to add 15 to both sides. So let's add 15 to both sides. So we are being given -9 less than 15. Sorry, not 15. It is given 2 in our question, and then we have to add 15. So I'll be adding 15 to both sides. And what do I get? I see that I get -9 plus 15 is 6 is less than 17. That's 7. So you add 15, so you get 17. All right. So again, 6 is less than 17. That's true. Yes. Now you need to add -10. So let's see what happens if I add -10. So I have to do -9 minus 10 is less than 2 minus 10. To the same, it's just like whatever they ask you to do, your inequality is given like this, -9 is less than 2. If they say add, you have to do that thing here and here to the both side. If they tell you to subtract, do the both side, whatever they do. So I'm doing that. So here in this case, it's going to be -19 is less than -8. Is that true? Yes, that's true. That's possible. Now they say multiply by 10 on both sides. We need to multiply. So if I multiply, so -9 times 10 is less than 2 times 10. I'm just multiplying both sides by 10. You see that, please keep paying attention. That's 10 is multiplied to the inequality given here. So every time you are going to check what's going to happen. So here it's going to be -90 is less than 20. Is that true? Yes, that's true. Now divide by both sides by 5. Let's divide it. So when I divide, so I get -9 over 5 is less than 2 over 5. So -9 over 5 and then 2 over 5. Is that true? When you compare the fraction, you see, yes, that's true. Let's move to 6th one. That says multiply both sides by -6. So we are going to multiply both sides by -6. So we have -9 times -6 less than 2 times -6. And what it is giving us is giving us 9 times 6 is 54. Both are negative, so it turns positive, less than -12. And is 54 less than -12? That's one a positive number less than a negative integer. Is that possible? No. So here we're getting something weird. So feels like when I multiply both sides by some negative number of an inequality, it's not true. So that is something we are going to just figure out something, an inequality property. So if we have to, now they say just divide both sides by negative 3. So let's try. Negative 9 over negative 3 is less than 2 over negative 3, and it's giving me 3 is less than negative 2 over 3. I'm simplifying. And is 3 is less than negative 2/3? No, not at all. That's false. So now based on these observations, they're asking in question number 8, what operations when performed on inequality reverse the inequality? It means actually it's the other way. Whenever you are doing a multiplication and division in inequality by a negative number, whenever you multiply and divide by any negative integer or negative number, what happens? The inequality reverses. So the thing you have to, inequality reverses. So if I have to write the correct, so instead of this part, I should have written 54 is greater than negative 12. So the moment I divide by something negative, I just make it opposite. If it is less than, make it greater. And then this one should have been written as 3 is greater than negative 2/3. So keep in mind, if it is greater, it will become less than. If it is less than, will become greater. If it is greater equal to, will become less than equal to, or if it is less than equal to, will become greater equal to. So that's the way how you do it. So but you have to keep in mind these two are important parts, otherwise rest of the operations are exactly like equality. So let's move to the other part. Here solve for h. You have to solve for h. What you need to do, so you treat that thing as a variable and you isolate it, and you see that 25 pi h is just like 25 times pi times h. So you just get rid of, you need to get rid of 25 pi. So you divide both sides by 25 pi, and your answer is h is equal to q over 25 pi. Actually, first step, you are going to get q over 25 pi is h, and then I just reversed it because it's symmetric. Now I have to have h here again, so I need to divide both sides by pi r square, and my answer is going to be h equal to q over pi r square. And why I'm doing it, because I see this is cancelling out. This is cancelling out. 25 pi is cancelling 25 pi. Pi r square is cancelling pi r. Now here we have to solve for m. You always look for what variable they're asking for. You need to solve for m. So I need to isolate for m. So I need to subtract 6 from both sides. So y minus 6 is equal to 7m. And then when I divide both sides by 7, I get y minus 6 over 7 is equal to m. That's my answer, or I can say m equal to y minus 6 over 7. If I have to do this one, so here you have to be super careful. They want you to isolate z. Z is inside. I have to distribute, or I can distribute here. So let's distribute, or I can divide, up to you. So what I would say, a equal to 3z plus 21. I subtract 21 from both sides. I get a minus 21 is 3z. All right, and then you divide both sides by 3. You get a minus 21 over 3 is equal to z, or you can say z equal to a minus 21 over 3. That's the answer. If I have to do question number 12, I have to solve it for y equal to mx plus b. So let me do it here, this question, that I don't have enough space over there. 12 is y equal to mx plus b. I have to solve it for m. They're saying solve it for m. So I need to isolate m. So I subtract b from both sides. Y minus b is equal to mx. And then I divide both sides by x. I get, because they don't want us to solve for x. They're saying you have to pay attention to this part. They want us to solve it for m. So you have to do it accordingly. So I need to isolate m here. I'm not isolating x. I need to isolate m. So they can change the variable for what you need to solve it. So I need to get rid of x this time. I'm going to divide both sides by x. And I'm getting, this gives me m equal to y minus b over x. That's my answer. Alright, if I have to do the very last one, 14th, that says a equal to z plus 7w. You distribute it, that you get a is zw plus 7w. But keep in mind what they want us to solve for. They want us to solve for z. It means my target should be to isolate this thing always. So I will first get rid of 7w. When I do it, I get a minus, when I subtract 7w from both sides, I get 7w, a minus 7w is zw. When I divide both sides by w, I get z equal to a minus 7w over w. That's the answer. But if you want, you can write in another way, that you can say a over w minus 7. That could be also figured out as an answer. Let's move to other page. If you have to solve for x here for question number 15, I'm just doing it here. Alright. If you have to do for 15, you have x plus 2 over 7 is equal to 4. What you need to do, you multiply both sides by 7. When you multiply both sides by 7, you get x plus 2 is 28. And subtract 2 from both sides, you get x equal to 26. Alright. If I have to do 17, that's 2x over 5 minus 9 is equal to 6. And because I need to solve it for x, so I need to add 9 to the both sides. So I add 9 to the both sides. I get 2x over 5 equal to 9 plus 6 is 15. And then again I multiply 5 to the both sides. I get 2x equal to 75 here. And then I divide by both sides by 2, that I get x equal to 37.5. So I'm skipping some step. You can write down the middle steps over there to solve it. So let's move to another problem here. We are moving to question number 19 here. That's something is 3 over 4 x minus 2 is equal to 12. Alright. And if I have to solve it, another way is just you can divide both sides by 3 over 4, or you multiply by 4 and divide by 3. So I'm going to multiply by 4 and divide by 3, multiply by 4, divide by 3. That cancels out. X minus 2 is what? That's going to be, and again cross cancellation, that's 16. And x equal to, add 2 to the both sides, it becomes 18. Alright, that's our question number 19. Let's move to question number 16. For 16, we have x plus 2y over 7 equal to 4. And what they want us to do, they want us to solve it for x. So I need to isolate everything beside it. So I can start first get rid of that 7 and bottom, so I'm just going to multiply both sides by 7. But when you do it, be super careful, because top part is not just one term, you have to put a parenthesis. So 7 is multiplied to all. That shows your 7 is not multiplied to x only. 7 cancels out. X plus 2y is equal to 28. Because we're solving it for x, I don't need 2y. I need to get rid of 2y. I subtract 2y from both sides. I get x equal to 28 minus 2y. That's my answer. So let's move to 18. So 18 says 25 over x minus 9y equal to 6. We have to solve it. So in this case, we have to look for, I need to solve it for x. So I need to keep x with me. What I would do, I get rid of this 9y first. I add 9y to both sides. So this question looks little different. So you just add 9y. Keep on doing, just no matter if it is a variable you need to get rid of. 5 over x is equal to 6 plus 9y. Now it looks little simple. What I can do, I can multiply both sides by x here. So I'm just continuing here. So I'm just going to, our equation was 25 over x is 6 plus 9y. I need to solve it for x, so I'm just going to multiply both sides by x. So here I put parentheses. I get 25 equal to 6 plus 9y times x. Alright. So what I need to do, but I have to solve it for x, so I'm going to divide both sides by oops, looks like I have copied down the wrong equation in the question. Let me fix that. Here it's not 25 over x, it's 2x over 5. So I have to fix this part. I need to fix this because I copied down wrong equation from the question. So I'm just going to fix it. Alright, it happens. So we have to be very careful while doing the equation if we are copying the correct and question or not. So let's move to the correct equation, that is actually 2x over 5. 2x over 5, I added 9y, so I get 2x over 5 is 6 plus 9y. And once I have it, I need to multiply both sides by 5. Once I multiply both sides by 5, I get 2x is 5 times 6 plus 9y. And then again, I have to distribute it, or if you can divide both sides. So if you distribute it first, it will be easier for you. 30 plus 45y, and then you divide both sides by 2, you get 15 plus 45 over 2y. That's your answer. Alright, let's do the very last problem here. For the very last problem, 20, that's 3 over 4 x minus 2y is equal to 12. What you need to do, multiply both sides by 4 and divide both sides by 3. So I'll just do the same thing. Multiply both sides by 4, divide by 3, multiply by 4, divide by 3. I'm getting x minus 2y, that is 16. Alright, but we have to find out that you have to solve it for x. So you have to always keep in mind what variable they want you to solve. So I need to keep x and get rid of everything. I add 2y to both sides. I get x equal to 2y plus 16. That's my answer. I hope you get it. If you want, you can do it directly or show the steps where you're adding or subtracting or dividing by something. Let me know if you have a question. If you like the video, please like it, share it, and subscribe. Thank you so much.